we're here in another podcast, and today I have different people that have their own platform, starting their own podcast out here in the AV. I'm going to go through their names. They announced it when they got here. This is the first time actually meeting you guys in person. Mm-hmm. So please forgive me if I butcher anybody's name. It's Ramsey.
Yes, sir.
Isaiah.
Yep.
And Anthony.
There you go.
Yeah. Cool.
That's the first try.
If I forget it, it's like I said.
It's all good, bro.
That's first try right there. Solid.
All right, like I said, you guys are actually coming up with your own podcast. You guys started it in last year, I believe.
July. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as far as like the idea of my podcast, when I first started it, was more of just one, getting comfortable in front of the cameras, and also the ability to communicate with someone else was a hard thing when I was in my early 20s, especially when I was younger, like high school, junior high. I'm an introvert, didn't want to talk at all. So communicating for me was just exhausting.
Yeah.
So when I started this platform was just so that I could allow myself to like be uncomfortable. And then I'm like, okay, I want to learn how to communicate better so that one day I could then sell this platform, not my platform, but the idea of the platform. So that's what I'm doing too at current time. So I actually rent out my space, and then I have businesses come in with their own podcast, and I basically direct. So that for me was 2 years ago when I started my podcast. Let it go because of course now I got business, and now that I have a team established, I am now currently directing other people to do their own podcast. Wow. But of course that was me being uncomfortable, getting out of the comfort, and now pushing my own podcast for my own personal, I guess. I don't even know what to call it anymore. It's just, I just want to do it now.
Yeah.
Now that I saw your guys' podcast, or I saw that you started posting, I'm like, bro, like, come on a podcast,
Yeah.
Let's support one another.
We got it, man. Vocals, man.
Exactly. We're from the AV, got to see what's going on. Like I said, first time meeting you guys in person, so I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a small town, so more than likely I'm going to bump into you guys,
somewhere.
So I might as well just keep making friends out here because, you never know who's right behind you. Like, if I see you guys, like, hey, what's up? What's going on?
This guy looks familiar.
Right. So if you guys could give a brief introduction as far as like maybe just individually, and then after that, whoever wants to take the reins as far as like explaining the idea of the podcast or what you guys actually envision the podcast to be in the future, go for it.
Okay. I'm Ramsey. From our podcast name is Shade of Brown. I guess one thing prior, recording, we were talking a little bit and getting to know each other a little bit, and I noticed we all have a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
And it's dope. I really love that, bro.
Yeah.
So dope. Fellow musician. And man, this is a little bit about myself.
Okay. I'm Isaiah. I'm actually his younger brother.
All right.
And I mean, it's a really good journey. Honestly, like I feel like I'm able to really communicate a lot more with who I'm with, because of this podcast. Because before I'm more reserved in kind of way. So, I mean, but.
And he has a nice truck.
You saw that's crazy. It's the Mamalona.
All right, my name is Anthony. I was just one day I got a call from Ramsey right here, and he was like, "Hey, yo, I'm doing like a podcast or whatever," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool," And then he kind of asked me to do it. I was down, and that's pretty much it. What I do, I'm a father. I have 2 kids. Right now, I'm working on like business with my brother. He owns a dealership, and so that's what's going on for me right now. As far as the podcast goes, I just see it as like hanging out.
All right.
It's just as long as we're all like kind of chilling. We're all kind of chilling like that. I mean, I don't see it anything else. Just good conversation, fun conversation, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then as far as like who you were the one that came up with the podcast idea?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your vision, I guess, as far as like, what was your motivation to actually start a podcast to begin with?
I've been wanting to start a podcast for like about 1.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would ask other people, like other friends, I'm like, hey, are you down to do something? They weren't really down. They weren't. And I was like, man, I really want to do a podcast. And I don't know, something I asked my brother and then Anthony, and they were down, and I was like, all right, I got two guys, you know.
Yeah.
And
Back to back.
Wait, I got a question though. Why did you do it by yourself? Because you kind of do it by yourself, no?
You could technically do a podcast by yourself, but I think it's easier to communicate or have a
Yes.
conversation
With
if there's
other
someone,
people.
Someone
That's true.
with you.
You have different minds too.
Yeah.
yeah, not only like my brother, you know,
Yeah.
it's not just anybody. And then like a close friend of ours, Anthony. We've known Anthony for many years.
Okay.
Yeah, and we started it when we started. All we had was audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got on a Discord call. We started chatting.
Discord, yeah,
Alright.
it was on Discord.
Yeah.
Like 2 episodes were like that, the first 2, and then I wanted to take it to the next level, and I was like, we got to meet together and be in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got us some mics,
Yep.
Yep.
you know, and we set up at his place in his game room.
Yeah.
Or
you
studio?
can-
What do you
can
wanna call
it? You can call it that.
Yeah.
And then from there, one thing led to another, dude. And
All right.
and I'm very hyped about our podcast. A lot of people have told me, and they told like talking about the 2 other guys here. Like, damn, like I believe in you guys.
True.
And just FYI, like the space that we're getting, it's going to be rent free. And
Nice.
because the person that wants to give us the space believes in us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bro, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
And
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to all the local businesses and people that believe in us. I'm very humbled,
Grateful too.
grateful. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I'm very humbled and
time.
grateful, and I will never forget the AV. You know. like,
yeah.
yeah.
That's where we from,
That's
man.
what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what I want to hear though. Like that's the idea of our community coming together, helping each other out,
course.
supporting one another.
Yeah, because honestly, we didn't ask for that. That was just like
No,
it
we
came
really
to
didn't.
us.
Yeah, yeah,
Came
yeah.
to
Yeah.
us, bro.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I kind of understand now doing what I do. It's like you tend to do certain things just because sometimes, just out of the blue. I was never in my head when I was in high school, I'm going to do a podcast, I'm going to be in front of the camera. I was going to be a guitar player or guitar teacher or whatever. This kind of just happened as a transition out of nowhere, and I decided to get out of my comfort zone and then decided to build a business. But it wasn't the mindset wasn't, oh, you're going to establish yourself as a businessman in photography, videography. I just started posting. Little by little, I started getting things because the community, once again, like you guys, the support of the community
Yeah.
supported my crafts.
Yeah.
Not only the photography, but the videography. And then I got into the real estate photography, videography. Then I got into the marketing videos. And then I started pushing this and then the headshots. So whatever I see within this community, I think a lot of people mistake the idea of where we're at because it doesn't look luxurious.
Exactly.
So I think the idea of what you guys are doing and what you guys had said, it's one of those things that most people don't see it because they don't do nothing with their lives. They're just chilling at their house, a 9 to 5, or I'm just gonna chill, I'm gonna read a book, or I'm gonna watch a movie. But that time spent not doing what you're really wanting to do won't do anything for anybody.
You need
If I wouldn't have
some
seen you
ambition.
guys, I wouldn't have never met you guys like till today. Like I saw your podcast, I saw your post. I'm like, bro, come on my podcast. You know, I think that's cool. I want to support someone else that is kind of in the. I guess you guys are somewhat in the beginning of the stages
Yeah,
of where I'm at now. But I think it's cool. Like I don't see other people doing what I do.
Yeah.
So seeing you guys, I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I gotta support these guys.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's a
Appreciate
must.
it.
Like it's
Appreciate
a
it, bro.
must.
It was a no-brainer.
appreciated.
We're down to jump on. You know.
Yeah.
Like we gotta support each other, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said, another thing, like what I wanted to, one of the reasons why starting this podcast is shed some light in the AV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I don't know if you guys can relate, but I hear talks like the AV's whack, this and that. You know,
I mean, a lot of people don't know it either, you know?
and and the people that tend to talk shade about the AV, and I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I get it, yes, but I want to shed some light here.
Yeah, there's
you
some
know?
positives for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are bad places here, but there's just as much bad and good. We just
True.
hear all about the bad, or we just hear or imagine all the bad. Once again, we live in the desert. No, there's nothing to do. That's all I hear. There's nothing
That's
to do in
what-
the AV.
yeah.
I'm like, bro, what do you want to do? Like,
Exactly.
what do you want to do?
You
Yep.
can do anything.
Exactly.
They don't do anything if they live in the city or if they live in the
Facts.
beach. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna walk to the beach and I'm walking back. I'm like, okay, congratulations, you walked.
Same thing. Yeah, what's the difference?
Like, yeah, what is the difference? Like, what is it that people want? Is it just the
Exactly.
scenery or is it the environment? Because all I hear is like, there's nowhere to go. I'm like, where do you want to go? Like, literally,
Yeah.
we're an hour away from
scenery, huh?
LA or wherever. Just go out there for a day and then come back. Like, what
Yes.
is it? But once
Yes.
again, it's just the idea of what we're sold when we're younger.
Yeah.
Of like the environments or
Status.
the city or the busy life. I'm like, I just don't. I'm more reserved as a person like your brother. So it was easier for me just to not overlook what we have here. I'm like, let me just establish myself here because I already saw the support that you guys are getting as far as like with your podcast. I saw it when I was playing music because I was a teacher. So that those same students, they supported me when I transitioned into photography. They were like, hey, I want photos, family photos, or I want wedding photos, or I want quinceañera photos. So I already saw it off bat, the transition. No matter what I do, there's support within our
Nice,
community.
yeah.
And I like that. But a lot of people don't do anything for them to even get support.
True.
Yes.
We're stuck, huh? Sometimes we do stuck. And it's
Yeah,
ourselves.
all
man.
about community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It's just like getting out of your comfort and then, of course, going and doing something. Just go and do something. And then now we have social media. Post it.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
Easy.
Easy marketing, free marketing. You know, I didn't like, once again, I saw your post, free marketing. If you wouldn't have posted, I would have never gone and DM'd you.
We wouldn't
Yeah.
be
Yo,
here.
you want to come on my podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this guy?
True.
Who are these three?
It just blew up out of nowhere.
Three
Like
stooges right here.
we got hit up by Yosabo. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Wanna talk about that?
Yosabo. Dude. Yeah, it's just like I said, one thing leads to another.
Yeah.
Keep doing it, and you never know. Like this journey, like I would like we said, we never expected anything. We never expected no handouts from anybody. We just continue to do it. What he said about you, Yosabo's a card game.
You know who Yosabo is?
No.
It's a card game. It's a drinking card game.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like a card game testing your Spanish.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. My last podcast was in Spanish, bro. No. I wasn't good at it.
Are you
damn.
pretty decent with your Spanish?
What's that?
Are you pretty decent at
I'm
Spanish?
decent, but it's broken down. Like it's pretty
Yeah.
decent enough
Spanglish?
where I could have a conversation if
Yeah.
someone's just first. That's all they speak is Spanish.
Yeah.
Like I could actually have a conversation, but I'm like, bro, I'm just thinking so much, and it just sounds off. I'm like, bro, I sound so slow right now. Like, please let me go back to English.
Yeah.
But yeah, my last podcast was it was going back and forth because the girls that were in here, their first language is technically Spanish, and then the girl was Spanish and Korean.
Oh,
So they could speak in English, but once again, their first language or primary language would be Spanish.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So of course I would have to communicate in Spanish. And then I'm like, bro, I have to go back in English. And I would announce, I'm like, I'm going to go back in English because I'm trying to talk, but I'm thinking way too much. And it's
Yeah.
for me, I felt awkward.
No,
Communication.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, what he said, the Yosabo thing, it was just a card game. I just wanted to play with these guys.
Yeah. You wait. But so you saw them first, like on IG
okay.
or where? Where'd you see them?
Okay, it's a card game. On TikTok. I found them on TikTok.
Okay.
It's a couple that do this
It's
card
a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a upcoming game. It's not like you're not gonna see it on Walmart.
They're still building up.
yeah,
yeah,
It's a
Eventually,
little,
Their starter.
like
No.
low business,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like
gotcha.
small business,
All right.
and
They got a good following though.
I hit them up. Like, hey, I want to play this game on my podcast, and I got the game, and we played it,
yeah, it did.
and things got crazy from there.
Yeah, it was not only was a fun game. You did a nice edit on it.
Yeah.
Posted it on TikTok.
Yeah.
And they did what's it called on
Duets.
TikTok?
Duet.
A duet. They
Duets.
They
duetted it.
duetted us,
Ah.
and that thing went crazy.
It blew up.
Yeah,
Like,
it blew up.
okay, so from before we posted that video, I swear we were at like 15 to like 20 followers or something
Yeah.
like that.
Something like
We
that.
weren't
had
even
very
at
little.
100.
Bro, that the next day after that video was posted, we were like 900, bro.
Damn.
I know.
Damn.
Yo Savo,
That's
man,
what's up.
hooked it up.
Yeah,
That's
like
what's up.
every hour I was hitting these guys up 500, 600, 700.
Yeah, we don't know when things are gonna go viral. or
Like you
anything.
said, just post.
Yeah, just post. Like I
Exactly.
have so many good videos that bro, I don't get any views, and then I post the ones that I'm like
Random?
don't even. I'm like that's all right.
Yeah.
Like on my other Instagram, I have 2. Actually, I have 3. I have Pacheco Productions, which is technically for this, and then I have InView, which is my real estate business stuff, which I also have a podcast for.
Okay.
And on that one, I posted like an inspirational video of a guy giving a quote or something, and it had like 4.2 views. And then I was like looking at the likes. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like,
Wow.
There's lots of views
like,
and likes.
It's just like
It feels weird.
I don't even understand this, but I worked so hard on other videos. I'm like, please like those.
All it
No,
takes is
yeah,
one
that's
video.
like, check this out
So it's just
too.
so random. Like you just
Yeah.
don't know. Just like just keep posting.
Keep
like
posting.
keep posting, and hopefully something hits. And then if
Yeah.
it does, it trickles down onto your other stuff.
True. So from
Yeah.
so from that explosion, we had a good like boost on like Instagram,
It translated.
YouTube, everything. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Shout out to Yo Saba though.
Yeah,
That's what's
they knew how to
up.
do that. So
what's up.
we're
Yeah.
and they're super like we're still contacting with them, huh?
Yeah, we're close
Yeah.
close contact with these
Alright.
guys.
So those
and,
guys are awesome. Yeah, shout out to them,
Yeah.
and
Would
not
like
just
to
them,
meet
but
them
like
one day too.
yeah, and locally too. All these businesses hitting us up. You know, like who to the wheels fall off. What's the other one? Palm the Dog Wash. Like all these
Royal
guys
Tint.
also like shared our reviews with them, or like we did like kind of a shout out in our podcast, and those videos blew up too. I remember Palm the Dog Wash. His name was Avo.
Okay.
Avo. I met him in person because I groomed one of my dogs at his place. He gave me a good deal. No, but he said, dude, that video that you guys did, man, we got so many calls that
There you
day.
go.
It was dope,
There you
man.
go.
Yeah.
local business
That's
supporting
the support
local
right
business.
there.
Dude, I was
That's
so
the
hyped for
support.
that,
There
man.
you
That
go.
was like the first time I was like, oh shit. Like that's when I kind of like, oh man, this is cool. You know, I
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
cool
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just talking. We're just talking.
Yeah.
Community, bro.
Yeah,
when
but the idea of what social media is, like I said, it's just free marketing.
Facts.
Like right now, yeah, the algorithm is kind of off because sometimes you have to pay for your post to actually be viewed now.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's just different, you know. Like it could be anything that could be viewed. Sometimes it's a time. Sometimes it's a day. Sometimes it's basically the type of video you guys are posting. But it's just like just keep posting. Like I said, what you guys are doing naturally, like it's supporting the community.
Yeah.
Is something that I push on the businesses that I actually bring in here to do their own podcast. I'm like, look, try to get sponsors. Like name them out in your podcast
Yeah.
because it's more than likely that they're gonna want that clip and they're gonna share it.
Yeah.
And
100.
their audience, they're gonna automatically gravitate to you guys,
100.
and then
Yeah.
vice versa. So just you guys are doing it naturally, and I agree that's awesome. Like what you guys are doing is technically what I voice out.
Sick,
you know,
dude.
so you guys are
We're on the
definitely
same
doing
page.
It.
We're on
Yeah.
the same page.
That's
Yeah.
what's
That's
up.
good.
Yeah, man. It's all about community, man. It's just one
mean-
thing leading to another, dude. It's just a journey, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And you guys are getting started, like you said. You guys are filming on your iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Start somewhere.
Hey, if you guys didn't know, it's just an iPhone.
No, just keep doing it. Like we
No
have Altoid
excuses.
doing the soundboard right now.
Shout out.
And he's brought in friends over where they show me stuff that they filmed on their GoPro or their phone, and I said just keep doing it. Like just
Yeah.
post
Whatever,
you know,
right?
like just post it.
Yeah.
I always tell them it was harder for me just to post anything because I get this anxiety where I'm like, bro, like I want it to look a certain way, I want it to sound a certain way, but
Yeah.
I also see how it slowed me down too. And I don't want other people to just stop doing something because they don't have certain things, because it's not going to look a certain way, or they don't have a certain mic, or they don't have a certain
True.
camera.
Yeah.
It's like just push, and that's it.
Yeah, I think what's more important is content.
Exactly.
Like learn how to talk or whatever. Get people you're used to, or have
Yeah.
good conversations. Something that could spark something.
Yep.
That's more important than what the fuck you talk into.
Yeah.
What shines on you. You know. Just as long as your thing's good, like, and people like click on it.
Yeah, as long as it's relatable.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's the one thing that I did notice about your podcast
Yeah.
was that one, it's almost like you guys were people that I already knew because you guys are relatable. You know, like I'm like, bro, like
Yeah.
these guys are I probably met them at some point, but I don't remember them because there's I meet so many people. But right away, I'm like, they're just talking like my friends, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really relatable.
I
Like,
think I know these guys.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I went to school together.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
did he
That's
work at the
dope.
Vallarta? I don't know.
saw that.
Like, what's
Fun,
going on over
fun
here?
fact, I did.
Right? Oh, shit. It was you.
That's right.
He actually did. Yeah.
I actually did.
You lost my tortillas, bro. I remember that day.
I left them in the oven.
I didn't have tacos that day.
Bruh.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. No, that's really good though. Like I said, it has to be relatable. You guys are doing entertainment too, because you guys bring in like reviews and all that stuff. You guys
Sure.
are putting in the voices of other communities, businesses out here, which is
Yeah.
really good. So everything that you guys are doing it naturally. Like I said, these are the things that I technically direct somebody or tell them like this is what you need to do so your podcast could actually flourish. Now the way that I'm doing my podcast is completely the opposite. I'm not looking for the sponsorships. I'm not looking to promote. I'm not doing it on purpose just because I already have my business podcast.
Right,
That's
right.
what that's for.
Yeah.
This is for me not to overthink everything. Like I said,
Gotcha.
I overthink everything when it comes to the business side. I'm like, oh, I need to make money. I need to get sponsorships. I need to do this, this, and this. This is more like whoever wants to come on my podcast, come on my podcast. If you're a business, if you're a friend, if you're someone that I met years prior and you inspired me in some way, come through and we'll talk about anything.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
came in here, you're like, oh, what are we talking about? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, all right, that's cool.
Like, I don't know. Like we're talking about it, just it comes naturally just because I saw something
Yeah.
prior to me inviting you guys and I already knew I was going to feel comfortable. So that's all it needed. Like all I needed is to see, one, could I relate? And then two, could they communicate? And then that's it. That's literally
That's
it.
all you need,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna bring someone that's just gonna sit here and just give me a short answer, and I'm like, bro,
Oh.
what is that? Like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that. I'm not gonna go that far as far
Yeah,
as like,
no,
I'm not
I
gonna
feel
not care as much. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
bring some quiet person, awkward person, whatever.
Yeah.
And if I do, it has to be where I'm almost like being sarcastic about it, you know, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are definitely doing everything correctly as you guys
Oh,
are doing.
thank you,
that's,
man.
That's awesome. That's,
That's
really
awesome.
good to hear.
That's something
Where's
we-
your new space going to be located at?
In Lancaster,
Okay.
On
by
Division.
Avenue L.
Yeah.
Ish.
In Division. Avenue Island Division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that Swervey Road when you go to Lancaster? I don't know if
It's
you guys-
like
Like a bunch of trees.
bunch of like warehouses.
On L?
Yeah.
next
I don't know
to
if you're
the-
familiar with Lance Campers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
around
it's
there.
around there.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, that's
So
what's
go
up.
Yeah.
And you guys got the spot for free?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's what's
It's
up.
a blessing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm amazed. I just like, I tell these guys like, bro, you guys are gonna be stuck with me forever now.
Yeah. There you go.
Sucks. I'm
I guess that's where that saying "trust the process" comes in.
Yes, yes. Like we when we started, we worked with what we had.
Yeah.
And I said this before in the previous episodes. And like when we first started, we didn't have mics. I mean, some of us did.
Yeah.
And then
But it was bad though because like because
noise?
you know how like we did how he said that we did Discord, right?
Yeah.
When they two invited me to Discord, and then when they recorded our episode, I sounded like I was on the phone. Like if I was
yeah.
like on the speakerphone.
he
and
sounded
then-
like he was like the person
a-
at the drive-through or something.
yes, it was.
Fucking dispatch.
I don't even know if they were able to understand
Yeah.
me.
It was,
Code one number.
yeah.
Did you want a number one or a number two?
Yeah.
was
But
fucking up
I
the order.
mean, we like I said, we worked with what we had, and
Yeah. There's no excuse, huh? Like,
yeah, and
Literally no excuse.
There-
It all
really,
depends on your motivation as far as like how far you want to go in life.
True.
And it goes with everything too. It does not have to be podcasting or
Whatever.
anything creative. You want to
Yeah.
do it, go for it and do it. Yeah, we need money to actually have a living.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, we're
Yeah.
not going to live for free and someone's going to take care of us for the rest of our lives.
yeah,
Right.
But if you really want to do something, like I said, there's Saturdays, Sundays, or if not, if you're working 9 to 5, what are you doing after that 5? You know, are you just
Yeah.
going home and just chilling, or are you gonna go and do something as far as like what you really wanted to do?
Yeah.
And that's all
Exactly.
you have to do is just stay consistent and motivate yourself, and that's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro, just get out there, man. Just
Yeah, get
is
out there.
that
exactly.
easy?
just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. One thing led to another. Like I said, we got mics.
Facts.
Yeah, and then recently just got a GoPro for
right.
a second
There we
angle.
go.
because we would always only have just one angle.
Yeah,
you know?
for us, yeah.
And I wanted to get a second angle. I was like, you know what? I want something versatile. And ever since starting this podcast, I've been learning a little bit about cameras now.
All right.
You know, with ISO, aperture, shutter speed, all this stuff. I don't mean to geek out, but you know.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a learning experience still. With the whole audio part, I already got that dialed down.
Yeah.
You know, I have a producer background, musician background, but I didn't know much about cameras. And doing this podcast, I just started learning about that, you know, and I'm still learning. Yeah.
And I think that's the best part where you're in right now, where you're learning a new craft, and it's exciting. Because I remember when I was learning it, I'm like, bro, I wanted to learn everything.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it because you see it, and then you see what it could do to better your podcast.
True.
And that, for me, that's exciting. I'm like, oh, you're learning by ISO. I'm like, what is ISO? It's just the sensor. Like, pull up the sensor. If you're gonna pull up the sensor, it's gonna be bad quality. If you pull it a bit low, it's gonna be better quality.
Yeah.
But those are the things that I remember excited me. Like as far as like when I started doing the photography, videography, I didn't know anything. I was like, my background's music.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was either. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like aperture. What the heck
It's
is
a
that?
little intimidating, right? If you don't know shit, right?
Yeah,
That's
for
maybe
sure.
that's why some people don't want to
Yeah,
push
it's all
that shit.
numbers. That's what it is. You're calculating numbers,
Yeah.
from your shutter speed to aperture to ISO, and then you're trying to balance everything out so that you could make it look the way you want it to make it look.
Yeah.
There we go.
And everything has a purpose as far as when it comes to the aperture. Do you want your background to be blurry? So you need a lower aperture. Do you want your
just learned
ISO? Do you want how bad of grain do you want it? So do you want to pull it up or down?
Gotcha.
And then your shutter speed. Do you want that motion blur? So it all comes down to like small little details.
Sounds kind of hard.
I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah, but once you get going, like it gets
like a
exciting.
snowball effect, right?
Yeah, it gets exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's where you're at right now,
Yeah.
which is
He's having fun with it.
Yeah,
We're all having fun with
We're
it.
getting there, man.
For sure.
Yeah, and as far as like your vision for the podcast, now that you guys have now established a podcast with video and now are getting a current new location, what is it that you guys are thinking as far as like in the future?
Oh man, I keep doing what we do.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have been there's been local businesses
Yeah.
that have asked us like, I want to be on your pod. I have like a crazy story, like a very inspirational story, and like I said, we were recording in this room, but out of respect, I couldn't really have them onto the podcast because wasn't my house.
Ah, gotcha.
Out of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now getting this new location, I'm like, the door's open.
Yeah.
Anybody.
You know?
Whenever, yeah.
Whoever,
We got the keys.
whenever, I got the keys.
Yeah, we got the keys.
Yeah.
Pull up.
There's a gas station, literally a 2-minute walk. I'll go get chelas for you, and we'll talk. You know.
Yeah. Well, you got me a jarritos for
There
this
you
one.
go, man.
You asked me
Man
if
of his
I
word.
wanted to drink. I'm like, bro, I don't drink. Give me jarritos.
I got it. Yeah, bro.
That's what I drink.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's awesome. That's really good to hear though. Like I'm really happy for you guys as far as like the process that you guys are going through. It's amazing. Like I said, I don't really see a lot of people doing what I do. So when I saw your post, I'm like, bro, I got excited. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
who does this? You know,
True.
Yeah. They're like me, finally.
Yeah,
Friends.
yeah,
So
man.
I think that's amazing. Like you guys are definitely doing it by yourselves. Like I'm really pushing people to come into my space
Yeah.
and actually use it. Like Alto has his own podcast now that he's
There you
currently
go.
doing. I have my
There you
friend
go.
Danny. He's doing his podcast here as well. And then I have
Perfect.
other businesses that are doing their podcasts here. But it's more of, you don't see this in the AV. I know there
I
are
see.
studios that are coming up out here in the AV, but for some reason they're not really like pushing. Like I don't know what it is. It's not a natural push. I get I get what they're trying to communicate out into the space of Instagram and Facebook,
Yeah.
but for some reason, this location that I've built, it just naturally they gravitate towards here, and it's like I don't even have a sign up out in the back, in the front. You know, I don't have anything that announces InView Media or Pacheco Productions or anything creative space. It's basically a location that I rented out, and all of a sudden people started coming through, like from day one. I barely have the backdrop up, and I'm like, all right, let's do some headshots, and they're just coming through. I'm like, oh, what's your spot? Or, oh, is it this spot? And like it says advisory something. Am I in the right space? I'm like, yeah, bro, you're in the right space. Let's get it.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It has to come naturally as far as like anything that you do. It has to be genuine as well.
Yeah.
True.
And I think that what you guys are doing, like I said, you guys are communicating like if I was already talking to my friends from high school or junior high, wherever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I need these guys on my podcast too. Like, bro, these guys are basically friends that I haven't met yet. And I think that's awesome.
Well said. I think that was perfect.
Yeah, when we just met and today.
Yeah.
And dude, we clicked.
Yeah, right.
Right away.
Right.
Right away. And like I said earlier, we have a lot in common, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that couldn't have happened, like I said, once again, if you wouldn't have done your podcast. And that's all it was. Like,
It's true.
People do post pictures. People do post their faces and talking on their phone and, hi, good morning, and I'm here at Starbucks and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, bro, I can't communicate with you. Like, you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
And I know you're smiling because you're on like your phone is right in front of your face. But seeing you guys communicate with one another and seeing how you guys communicate with one another, I'm like, okay, they're sarcastic. They have humor. They're basically the people that I've already met, but I haven't met them yet.
Right,
And that's
right,
what it was. I'm like, bro, but that's the one thing that I always tell businesses, get your audience to know you and then sell them on what you want to sell them.
Yeah.
Most people do it backwards. They're just, everybody's a motivational speaker. Everybody's an entrepreneur. Everybody's
True.
telling you what to do and what not to do. I'm like, I don't care. Like, who are you? Like, who are you?
Most people just want to chill, you know, like if like they're working out or they're at home, they don't want to hear serious stuff all the time, you know. They just want to hear people that live in the same place, same areas, same experiences. Sometimes they just want to laugh. Sometimes they want to, you know, it's not always serious. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what we push most. We're mostly like a comedy, chill, laid back. We do get serious, but it's mostly
Time
like
to time.
we do.
But when
but-
we do, we still even squeeze in some jokes in
Yeah,
there.
we got to. I mean, because it's, I don't know, it just sometimes you're right. These guys do push a lot of like, you know, just weird stuff. I don't know. I don't like that. The whole like motivational speaking, like it's awesome, you know, but
Yeah, it's cool to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to have a positive mindset, you know, and then announce it out to the world. But
Yeah.
everybody's pushing it too hard now that it's just been watered down to the point where like, all right,
Yeah.
smile every day.
Yeah,
All right, I got
I've
you.
heard, I've heard this one before.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
an egg, eat an
Yeah.
egg, raw egg or something, like, you know, working out, doing something. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
It's not natural. to me.
Yeah, exactly. No, you just have to be yourself and genuine. What you
Yeah.
guys are doing, like I said,
Awesome.
exactly what that is.
We met up with Brian. When we met up with him, I made it clear to this guy, like, his business is like at a club or something. Huh?
Yeah. It's at a bar.
Oh yeah.
It's inside
It's
a
in a
club.
bar.
Yeah, it's
Is
like a taco joint,
Okay.
you know, inside a club.
Right.
And we went. He wanted us to go over. He wanted to hook us up, and we went. And I let him know, like, bro, we're here for you, bro. We're not here for this club. We're not here to
Yeah.
dance, bro.
Exactly.
We're here for you, man.
We look like dancers.
yeah.
I got some moves, but not tonight.
There wasn't really much of a club night either.
Yeah, so we got there early, right? And
Oh,
me and
there's a
Rams.
story.
No, we got there early, so we didn't get charged or nothing. And then out of nowhere, like around 9 o'clock, they had bouncers outside, and that's
Yeah.
when he pulled up.
They didn't let me in.
You know, he was
Yeah.
like, whoa, who's
You're
not
not
on the list?
Because I showed up and then I called them too. I was like, okay, so they're inside.
Yeah.
And so I go to the front and there's a guy out there and then he was like, name. And I was like, what? And then he was like, what's your name? And I was like, so I gave him my name and then he was like, you're not on the list.
That was
and I was
weird.
like, wait, what list?
We didn't know.
Yeah, and so then I called him, and then Brian and him
Came
had
through.
to come
Yeah.
get me because they
Yeah.
weren't letting me in at all.
Yeah.
They were charging me $20
For a
$20.
club, you wouldn't want to dance.
just to come in.
Yeah.
There was nobody there anyways, bro. It was empty.
That's why they needed 20, you know?
That's probably why. Yeah.
That's why I need that 20.
Yeah, shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
Yeah.
though.
Shout out to Brian.
He would have been
saved
stuck
me.
out there.
He saved me.
Yeah. That's some
cold,
bomb food
you know?
too.
It was cold.
Yeah.
dude.
It's
was
cold
freezing.
right now,
Shit,
you
it
know?
was.
It was
Yeah.
freezing that day.
You're right.
Yeah, man.
It gets
That's-
cold in the desert.
I always try to keep it real, keep it genuine with these people. I always tell these guys too, like we're gonna keep it real from day one to day whatever,
Real's all I know.
Yeah, man. Anthony is super real.
It's, I mean, I don't know how. What is real? I don't even know.
True. Yeah, that was real.
That should be like hung
So
on the wall.
Brian hit you up via the podcast?
Well, I reached out to him. He has like another business,
Royal Tent.
Royal Tint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I actually got my car tinted by this guy years back. That's how I knew about him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's how we got connected, and we were talking, and then he told me about he had a side business, and then it was just like real like how we met. We just clicked.
Okay.
You know, that's what it's about. You know,
Yeah.
keep it real with each other. You know.
Yeah, that's what I like about Rams. He actually does like hit up people. He's the one that talks to everybody. He's the one that got contact with you.
No, I contacted him.
Oh, you did?
He hit me
That's what I'm
up.
saying. Like, you're the one that keeps it, like, that talks to them, though.
I
Like,
kept it real.
I seriously thought he contacted you.
I like that, man.
Hell yeah.
I like that about Rams. He's always talking to these people. Hey, bro, I got someone. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool. I like it. I dig it, man.
Yeah. Time to time, I hit him. I'm like, hey, bro, we gotta we're about to record that day right before. I always tell him like, hey, we gotta shout out tonight. You know, it's not all the time, but sometimes like I tell him like, oh, we got to do this for this brand.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And,
When I DM'd you, I didn't even know who I was talking to. I could have been.
Yeah, it
any of
could've
you
been
three.
Could have been any of
Like,
us.
because you guys have all the three faces.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's this guy. It's
Yeah.
this
It
guy.
could be in the manager. I'm like, I don't know who I'm talking to.
Some random dude.
Random
We're not there.
Dude, I don't know.
Manager.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And as far as like the process of the podcast, are you still enjoying it just as much as you were in the beginning, or do you feel like it's harder, where you feel unmotivated to continue doing it as much, or do you feel more motivated to continue and pushing it?
Actually, more than ever. I would say in the beginning, not as much, because it was just like, let's just do this. It's just to hang out.
Okay.
And then got more motivated because like I said, one thing led to another. One of the videos blew up, and then
Like
I'm
a traction,
"Whoa." Yeah, the traction started going up, and that's when I started getting more serious about this podcast. And I know like these guys were aware like how serious I was getting.
Yeah, you're really serious.
Right.
I used to, I'm not that serious about it. I look at it as like just hanging out still, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's a little, so there's different things. I like the whole natural thing, just talking, vibing. That's perfect. But you do need that dude that has that vision.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this fool does have that.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
I'm aware like that's probably me.
Yeah.
And
Not
yeah,
me.
I mean, like it's good to be honest. Like if he would have never like told us,
Yeah.
I don't even think we would have
Facts.
Yeah.
been doing this right now, because me and my friends, like me, him, and a couple other guys that I talked to, like because I game a
Yeah.
lot, and then we were talking in like the parties and everything, and my wife like she'll like hear our conversations. And she like started laughing and everything like that, and then she's like, "You guys should seriously start a podcast."
Yeah.
And then I've always had that in my head, like a podcast would be pretty cool, but I never knew how to pull that trigger.
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
and then when he came around and he was like, "Hey, like I've always wanted to start a podcast. Would you be down?" I took it as like a sign. I was like, "You know what? Yeah, like let's do it."
Yeah, he was the perfect candidate because, so he had the vision, right? He also had the experience how to record audio. He's a producer. He had all the equipment. So
I'm flattered.
It was, hey man, it's all good. So like, I'm be honest, like that, like I didn't know nothing about that shit. I just knew how to talk, whatever.
Yeah.
We just know how to talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good that you guys understand as far as like the leadership, like where you guys are in the podcast too.
Yeah.
Because I've had people come into this space and it's too much leader on both sides. So nobody actually knows where the podcast is going because there's too many ideas, there's too much vision, everybody wants to do their own thing, and it feels cluttered.
Yeah.
So I think because you guys are naturally following his vision, it's going to naturally just progress as what it should become. Rather than you guys all fighting for that position.
True.
It's just going to be, he had the vision to pull the trigger. You guys are going to help that vision grow because he needs you guys now because you guys are the podcast at this point,
I need you guys.
right? So
I know you did.
for him, it's just more of like, I just need to keep grinding. And then, I'm going to take position of the technical stuff. I'm going to take position of what should we do to make this podcast a little bit better and contact people like you're saying. So he's taking the leadership of business, marketing. He's taking the position of like the vision of what you guys post is like on your Instagram or TikTok. I'm pretty sure you guys' opinions come through and he takes it in and he's like, okay, I get you. And you guys are just bouncing ideas. But initially it just became one person. And now I think it's really good that you guys understand that. A lot of people that come through and just like they talk and talk. I'm like, bro, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he's very open to a lot of stuff. Like so we do discuss like what we're gonna talk about beforehand, like a couple days before or whatever. He's always saying, "So what do we want to talk about?" And we're mostly me and Isaiah are the ones that are like, "This is like we want to talk about this," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm down."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and I do some of the editing too for the reels.
Yeah, he does. some of it
He
too.
doesn't complain at all. I dish him out. He lets it have it.
That
That's
sounds,
what's up. That's
sounds
what's
good
up.
to me.
Sounds good. He likes it too. Damn, this one's sick. You know, he likes it.
That's
He loves
awesome.
them.
See, that's what caught my attention was the reels.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know if I was gonna follow you guys on YouTube or anything. I was like, you guys are still starting up, so I didn't see you guys on the algorithm yet.
No, yeah, it's hard to look us up.
Yeah, so I think you guys started following me on my Envy Media one. I think it was you because you're the one controlling Instagram, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And then you
yeah.
started following my other one, which is Pacheco Productions. But then because you following on both, I started to notice it on both. And from there, I'm like, oh, I see that they posted a Christmas one, and then I'll watch it. And I'm like, all right, like that kind
That
of
was
thing.
good.
Yeah, I saw your stuff and I saw your vision and I saw like your kind of content and I was like, I dig it.
Yeah.
And then also I noticed that you're local as well and had to give you a follow.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like one day I'm gonna meet this guy.
All right.
You know, and we're here
And it was
today.
today.
You know?
Here we are.
Are you impressed? I'm just-
Yeah,
how
man.
did he find me though?
It's just you randomly popped up, bro.
no
popped up?
way.
Yeah, to be
Okay.
honest,
That's crazy.
Yeah, he randomly popped up in the feed because the Antelope Valley hashtag.
Okay.
I follow that,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and I purposely follow that to find other local stuff.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so that's what I did, and that's how I guess that's how you came
Yeah,
up.
because I do put Palmdale, AV,
Yes.
Antelope Valley, Lancaster.
All that I purpose.
Yeah, so do that. Whoever wants to do a podcast,
Local.
because you find people that
Right.
you
Yeah.
generate conversations
true.
with.
Use
or-
the hashtags.
Yeah, exactly. I think hashtags aren't being used as much anymore.
Yeah,
True.
But I think it's still something that you should at least attempt to use.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it won't hurt. If it
Definitely
doesn't
not.
do anything, well, it didn't do anything. But if it does do something, at least you did it and it did something.
True.
So,
Yeah, man.
so you guys are all married?
Not me technically, but I've been with my girl
Oh.
for like 12 years. So
I am.
kinda.
I'm married.
Yeah, they're married. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have one daughter as well.
Wow, you guys
Yeah.
are adults.
we growing up in here.
Yeah, you guys are adults.
yeah.
How about you? You're married? You got kids? What?
No, I'm not married. No, kids.
Really?
I'm just chilling.
That's good.
just
Chilling is
chilling
dope.
like a-
Wow.
Chilling like a villain.
I'm down with
Yeah.
chilling. There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that.
That's what's up, though. You guys are 34,
Mm-hmm.
28.
Dang.
You're 28?
Yeah, I am.
and
Yeah, we told him.
20.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
Right?
How'd you find that out?
Nardwar you right now?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. you're-
I was like, wait, what?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm basically your brother's age. 34.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
the same
dang.
age as
It
me.
looks so young.
What?
Right.
Yeah,
No, I thought you guys were the same age as me,
Oh,
like, or
dang.
around the same age. So I
That's
kind of
an
figured,
insult.
like, yeah.
No.
yeah.
Yeah, like we're
No,
like,
yeah,
like
we
25
look old.
to
We're the same-
30 something.
What's it called? Generation, I guess. Grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We all saw Ed and Eddie,
There you go.
Grew up with SpongeBob.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And as far as like the guests that you guys bring in, is it something that you guys do it on purpose, or is it people that just ask? Because I did see a couple of them that you guys had like 2 girls, and then there was another one. I forgot what the other guest was, but I think it was a guy, maybe.
Some have asked
Okay.
to be on, and then some I reach out to
Okay.
them. But like I said, we were recording at his place, so I would keep it to close friends or family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then plus because we were just starting out, so I'm not gonna be reaching out to these businesses
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
anything, like who's gonna want to be on my podcast, especially when we're just starting
Yeah,
out.
sure.
Yeah.
And that's why I kept it close
Okay.
in our circle.
Okay.
That's why. And that's just how it has gone. Yeah.
So as of right now, it's been more on the factor that you didn't have your own location to bring in whomever
Mm-hmm.
you're wanting to bring in. So it's like whoever was already around.
Yeah.
Yo, you want to come on?
Yeah,
You know,
close friends, family,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yeah, and whoever we felt comfortable to have on the pod.
I'll be honest though, I didn't know most of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't know most of
Yeah,
them.
because they're all like
Yeah.
his, their like family and
Yeah.
friends,
All right.
and I was down to have a conversation.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's now that we have our own space, I'm like really excited to have these dudes that I like, link up with.
2023, man.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People that
Vision
none
for
of us
how many
know.
podcasts?
Oh man. What do you mean by
Like
like
how many podcasts either per month or per year? However you want to break it down.
episodes? You mean?
Yeah.
We try to be consistent, like every week, huh?
Every week.
Once
Yeah.
a week?
Yeah.
One a week.
Dang, that's-
What number did we leave off on?
I believe 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
17.
So we were doing kind of like once a week.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like towards the end of November and then all December, we were consistent.
Yeah, we were cooking.
we were cooking, bro.
We had like
Yeah.
3 Christmas episodes.
Yeah.
So you guys post more on your YouTube channel than on Instagram?
Okay, so I think once a week we post on our YouTube,
Okay.
and then I think 2 times we post on our socials. So that's
Yeah.
either TikTok, IG.
Yeah, we post them as far as the episode. It's on YouTube and all the other platforms.
Yeah,
It's
so
everywhere.
I kind of want to do more, but shit, it's like a lot of editing.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now because I do own my own business. I
Yeah.
have employees and I have people that are coming in here doing the same thing, and I'm editing and I have editors, but literally it all goes to the business. And I started this podcast again last month because my last one was last year.
Oh shit.
So that's how long ago it was. And I started my InView Media podcast, and that one was going, but unfortunately because, seasonal, people couldn't come through.
Yeah.
And I can't just sit still, like bro, like I have a studio, I'm gonna use it. I have this equipment,
True.
I'm gonna use it.
Why not?
Right.
So I'm like, let me get my friends in again, and had one of my friends, Danny, and then I had my friend Sophie last week, and then
Nice.
you guys, and then hopefully I have some other people
Keep it
coming
moving.
next week.
So you're doing it weekly too?
I'm trying to stay as consistent, but I'm gonna 100% say that it's not gonna be as consistent as you guys, just
Okay.
because I'm the one doing the clips, the
Yeah, you
reels,
got shit.
and then I'm the one posting, and I'm the one doing the thumbnails, and then
Jeez.
I'm
Wow.
literally doing everything by myself right now.
Is that
Plus the other edits that I have to do for my business.
Is that by choice? You don't want a partner in crime?
I would definitely love someone to come into my team,
That'd be
but
sick.
to actually know what to do though. Like that's the thing.
Oh,
like
okay, yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm already in the position of like quality when it comes to the reels. Like I already know how to do everything.
Facts, yeah.
Like not a lot of people know how to do it, and if they do know how to do it, they're gonna charge me, and they're gonna charge me a lot because I charge a lot to do it for other people.
True.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I bit myself in the foot.
No, I mean-
in that sense.
Yeah.
Just doing like you said, the editing the clips, it takes a minute to watch the whole podcast
Oh, yeah.
and then rewatch it just to see which clip and then cut it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you've seen my reels. I have the titles and then I have like little graphics and
Yeah, I've
I
seen
throw in everything.
That's it. Look, it
that-
makes it look crisp,
yeah,
bro.
but that's what's taking me where I'm like,
You're
I
right,
can't
dude.
do it as consistent because I'll do a podcast and then I'll promote it and then I'll push it on to YouTube and
Jesus.
Spotify.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are doing it the opposite where you guys push it on YouTube and then cut it
Yeah.
and then people go onto your YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's a different format that you guys are doing it.
Yeah, we promote after we dish it out.
Yeah,
And,
the day after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The day after.
the
drop
week
it.
after, really, because we do throughout the week. Throughout the week we do dish out reels and stuff.
Yeah. Different parts of the episode
Yeah.
throughout
Yeah.
the week.
Yeah.
And I would like to have more, but the shit like that's
It
a
takes
lot
a
of
minute.
time.
It
It
dude.
takes a minute. I got an email from like some lady like asking to do edits for us.
That'd be
Yeah, and I was like,
We ain't there yet.
oh, and like what you just said, she's gonna end up charging a lot.
Yeah, you could ask and see what it could cost, and then from there start getting sponsors so that you guys could then push it to that. Like start
Nice.
putting a budget for your edits.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing is that this is just my podcast where I'm not expecting nothing from it when it comes to income. My other podcast, it's different.
Yeah.
This is for me, like when I go do street photography. It's for
Gotcha.
me. I'm not expecting
You're
me
chilling.
to
It's your
sell.
art.
I'm not expecting me to have a specific type of photo that day. I'm just going,
Yeah.
and that's it. But from that going, it creates something new, and that's what
True.
I want to do. But once again, I'm biting myself in the foot because I can't do it as consistent
It's
because
all
I'm doing
good.
it myself.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
But that's cool that you guys teamed up though. Like,
No, that's true. Yeah. Because he did tell me like, or he told us like, it's gonna be a lot. Like, I'm gonna be recording. I'm gonna have to render this shit. I have to upload this, and that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell him, but I was like, hey yo, like, I have experience on editing. I could do that shit. So behind his back, I kind of did my reels. I'm like, let me put these out for him because you know he works too hard.
yeah,
So that's what I did that, and yeah, they come out good. They come out all right. Well, me and him do it. Yeah,
they're actually
yeah.
better than I thought. As far as like you told me they're on your iPhone, I'm like, bro, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, like I mean, there's no excuse, right?
Yeah,
like,
There is no excuse.
Yeah,
There is
get
no
your
excuse.
fucking iPhone out.
Altoy asked me earlier, like, how much memory you got on your phone?
Facts, dude. That's true. So
Do you guys
like,
save them somewhere else, or do you keep them?
I have a hard drive,
there you go.
and I just put them there, and then on my phone, I just delete it from my phone.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
See,
but
that's
they're
smart.
on my hard drive.
Okay, gotcha.
Saved.
Yeah.
See, that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm telling everybody that comes through, I'm like, bro, you have to save it somewhere because
Yeah.
it takes a chunk
True.
Yeah.
of your memory.
Yeah, it does.
So you have to
iCloud.
invest just on SD cards.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
SD cards. At home, I have a 64 terabyte
Sheesh.
hard drive. Here I
You're losing.
have 10, 4, 6.
Wow.
So I have around 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
See,
so,
that's you ain't losing nothing.
yeah, but I'm telling you, every little recording, audio, pictures that I do, it little by little, it adds up. You know, it
Wow.
adds up. But it's
Yeah.
good
No,
to
it's
just
true.
that you're saving it somewhere. You
Yeah,
know, 'cause
yeah.
You want to play it safe too.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose that
I
stuff.
only got 64 gigs on my iPhone. That's what I'm fucking with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go out and buy a 2 terabyte hard drive. Yeah,
Sheesh.
something like that. I forgot how many terabytes, but it's terabytes. But yeah, that's where I'm saving them. You know,
Okay.
just back them up.
Okay.
For now, anyways, right?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, memories. Exactly.
Memories.
Yeah, and you guys are just doing just one camera angle as of right now?
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, but I just got another camera, like
Okay.
I said, GoPro, just for a second angle. And yeah, we'll see what goes there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are just going to need to sync it up later?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm still learning with
Yeah.
the whole video thing.
Yeah.
So like, I just want to like baby step.
What program are you using?
Final Cut.
Okay.
Final Cut
Final-
Pro.
Yeah, if you ever need help to sync stuff up, just let me know. I
Let
got you.
go.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
you.
wow.
Hit him up right now.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Exchange contacts right
Yeah,
now.
you already know where I live, you know. I don't live here, but
Basically, man, this shit is sick right here.
I'm here all day. Just come through.
Hey, I'm gonna hold you up
Yeah,
against
no,
that. man.
it's easier than it looks, to be honest with you.
True.
It's,
Yeah.
once you actually know how to do it, it's all about just waiting, to be honest with you. Because you just highlight, and then literally sync. And
Yeah.
it syncs it.
Sometimes I use my iPad, iMovie.
Okay.
Sometimes like I'm not at home,
Okay.
and I edit the video at work.
All right.
I just take my iPad and I just do it right there,
boy,
just
working.
because since I'm like I'm on lunch break or something.
Okay.
You know, just to put it out quicker.
You're
know?
doing it, though. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like, you're doing something in between your actual responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's what I want people to do, because everybody tells me, I don't have time.
It's
like,
tough,
bro,
right?
you have the same amount of time that I do.
Yeah.
Like, where is this extra time that I'm getting that
He's
you don't
spitting
get?
Yeah.
facts right now.
Yeah.
But you know, you have
Straight
to
facts,
account
bro.
like family members. Maybe they got families and shit.
But that's
you're
not an
right
excuse,
though.
though.
That's not, dude.
an
Because I'm a fucking dad.
Exactly.
This dude's a dad. You know, we got a girl at home. You know, so like, there's no excuse. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, there really
congratulations.
isn't.
You're an adult. You have responsibilities. You know,
Ooh.
that's what it is. Like, it's going to come with the territory.
Yeah, why you
like,
complaining?
time's going to keep going, but, you know, like, if you really
That's
want to do
true,
something,
man.
find that time.
Yeah, like you said, when I have my free time, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, and when I'm sometimes, like I said, I'm on lunchtime, I'm probably gonna be on TikTok looking at funny videos,
Same shit,
or get my iPad and finish the episode.
Yeah.
You know, exactly.
That's
Like,
what's up.
Yeah, it's true. I used to practicing making beats. So when I was working, during my lunch break, I would bring out my iPad. I would make beats while I was working on my lunch break. That's what
Yeah,
I would
that's
do.
what's up.
You know what the fuck?
Being productive.
Yeah, why
Being
not?
gotta be.
productive.
I was gonna
Yeah.
sleep anyways. You know.
Being productive.
Yeah.
That's all it is, you know? Like, we could do nothing or we could do something.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what's up.
yeah, man.
No, that's really good. I'm glad that you guys are motivated and you guys are motivating each other, you know? That's the good thing, that you guys have a team going on,
Yeah.
you know, where if you can edit, he's editing. and then your brother's filling in because he talks a lot, so he's a filler,
Yeah. Well, without him,
Yeah.
he had the space, man. Like he did a lot for us.
He's
too,
providing,
man.
he's providing
go.
the space.
Exactly. There
He
you go.
also
Yeah.
we all play a major part.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, he will make time for us to go over.
Uh-huh.
You know,
oh, come on, man.
'cause he has a fam.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that like my wife, like she like respected it,
Yeah.
and so she'll like be like, oh well, I'll probably take the baby out and this and that. So
I was
we're
actually
like,
gonna ask that too. Like, how is it at your house? With the noise and all that stuff. Because
not that
maybe
much,
in some of our episodes, like if you really pay attention, you might hear some background.
Okay.
You might hear a little
Oh,
baby
yeah,
crying
yeah.
in the
Her
background.
walking
might-
in or something.
Yeah, like, you might hear it, but like for the most part, I mean, she's good. Like
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
to be honest with you, if anything, it would make it look more authentic. If there's a
Really?
walk-in,
That's funny.
or if
yeah.
you hear a kid in the background, like, oh, bro, these.
These guys are just
You know,
recording this shit after
They're
like
in the
work or
living
something.
room.
That's exactly what we do.
Yeah.
These fools get out of work, we record, man.
yeah, that is
That's
what we
crazy.
do.
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very true.
Is it something that you guys are forcing yourself? And the only reason I'm asking is
Ooh.
more for the audience out there that are going through this ordeal. I'm like, oh, I'm tired and blah blah, that kind of thing. Is it something that you guys force yourself to do
Interesting.
after work, or is it something that you guys are like, oh, I'm just gonna do it, and I want to do this because X, Y, and Z, whatever.
Well, how do you guys feel?
I mean, I kind of feel like I force myself because I try to push it out. I'm like, I could say I'm more on top of it. And we all have schedules,
Okay.
life happens,
Yeah.
we have jobs or family matters or whatever. And I always like, tell these guys like, okay, when are you available? What time? When can we do the next episode? It's not like we work around the schedules, but
Mostly his schedule, because he's like you said, he's a family guy. He's always working and shit. So it's mostly him.
Yeah, a lot of the times when I come home from work and like they hit me up and I'm just like once I hit the bed, I'm just like, oh, do I really want to do this right now?
Yeah.
But I like, you know
Get your
what?
ass up.
We planned it out. We set a date and this and that. It's got to get done.
Yeah.
yeah,
so-
it's got to get done. There's a lot of days too. I try not to show it on camera, like where
Always
I'm
dead.
tired.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen
All of
I'm
us, we're
tired.
most
Same.
tired
No,
for the
it's
most
true.
part. Yep.
But we're
'Cause
there.
Yeah.
We do
We're
record
doing
kind
it.
of late. We do record kind of late sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
We'll be done at like 11, 10.
Oh, dang. You guys
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
It's because, we get out of work, they get
Okay.
out of work and stuff.
Like
Yeah.
there's times when like we're having conversations and I'm like spaced out.
Yeah.
And then
You're already
like
dreaming.
they say something and then I say it
Wake
and they're
your
like
ass up.
we already said that. And then like I'm like, oh my bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
And me, it's kind of different though. Like I don't, it's, you know what? It helped me a lot. My girl helps me out a lot. Like she's very understanding. I have a partner that's like willing to like let me do all these things.
I noticed that. Like she's
Yeah.
really invested.
She's down.
Even though she said she wasn't gonna be
Yeah.
invested.
She doesn't like, how would I explain it? Like a lot of people have family, like, have excuses or whatever. And sometimes that significant other kind of like prevents them. Maybe they don't see the same quote unquote vision or whatever. My girl is more like, she sees it as us talking.
Yeah.
We're just chilling. Like he ain't doing nothing.
That's
like
what it is.
he's gonna be in his room playing video games anyways. Like, what's the difference? There's no difference. So I like that support that she gives me, and I know that you guys is too. Like with your guys' family, they do the same. So I think if your family's down or whatever circles around you is down, that could help you more to give you that push
Yeah.
to do something.
When they give you that support, it's what really motivates you a little more.
yeah.
Yeah,
do it.
definitely. I think me and Altoy were talking about this prior, similar to the same conversation. Is like certain people get distracted by the people that they bring into the life.
Oh yeah,
you know?
definitely.
And I think it's really important that your spouse or your significant other like literally understands like, yo, like he's not doing anything negative. He's actually doing and contributing and doing something purposeful for himself, it's fulfillment for him. So more props. That's it. But
Yeah.
that's really good.
So yeah.
A supportive background.
No,
Oh yeah, no, big time.
Big
You
time.
need to support each other. I mean, why not?
I think that plays a big role in all this too.
Facts.
Like when you have the people that just give you that a little extra push right there
Yeah.
too.
friends and family.
Yeah,
All
I was
of them.
surprised. My mom told me like, "Oh, I saw your podcast. Like, you watched this?"
My mom doesn't even know I have a podcast.
See, that's crazy. Like, 'cause it's true. Cause like, my friends, they like the ones I would never like expect to know about my shit, or about our stuff. And they're like, "Oh yeah, I watched the episode. That was cool." I was like, "Really?" Yeah, I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, and people at my job, they're always like, "Hey, so how's that podcast going?" And this
Pretty
and that.
cool,
like,
man.
I've been wanting to check it out, and this and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Wait, what? You do?"
Yeah, I'm surprised
Yeah,
when
I was
people
like, yeah.
listen to the whole hour and
That's
a half.
crazy.
I'm like, you listen to me having a conversation.
Yeah, I was amazed too.
You know?
My bro, I talk all day with you.
Yeah, when we first started, like we were only getting like 10 plays. You know, we were just starting. 10 plays is 10 plays,
Exactly.
man.
That's
you
10
know?
people.
Awesome.
If you
Yeah.
have 10 people in here, imagine how crowded this room would be.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a lot of heat right
That's
there.
10 people.
Yeah.
I have to turn on the AC.
yeah, man. That's what I tell these guys. 10 plays is
dude.
10 plays, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he was
Next
excited
time?
about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
and then when
man.
we got like what 100, like how many? What's the highest view count we got on YouTube?
On YouTube, it was like a
like-
couple hundred.
That's
okay.
pretty good.
It was like
Like
3 something.
Four,
like-
Oh,
or
dang.
close
Yeah, it
to
was like
4.
3 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
not bad.
but on the listening platforms is another story.
Oh, that's
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
People are actually listening.
I've
Yeah.
never really seen the numbers on that. Dude,
Oh,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
honest. Like
Yeah.
I
You're just the face of the podcast.
I like
That's what it is.
YouTube.
Yeah, you
I
just
like
come
YouTube.
through.
That's
Yeah, you got your watchers and your listeners.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah. I'm
But
more of
YouTube
a watcher.
is hard though. YouTube
Yeah.
is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
there's-
back when I first started this podcast, I would get a good amount of views. Now I get like 20, 40.
damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
My last, I think my second to last one that I did was at 60 or 70.
Yeah.
Before it was getting at least 100
That's-
or
yeah,
200.
yeah.
I'm like, man, this algorithm sucks.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
hitting a notification or anything.
Right?
Yeah.
I get more views on Instagram.
Yeah, we
I was like,
do.
bro.
Oh yeah. Look, okay. So TikToks, but I know you get more likes.
It's our hottest.
I love TikTok's algorithm.
Yeah, but IG you get a lot of views. You get a gang of views. But
I've been posting on my Facebook and I get good views on
oh shit, we need a
Facebook.
Facebook, bro.
We
Yeah.
don't have one. We don't Facebook. No,
Yeah,
we don't have one.
I literally been posting on those same clips
Yeah,
on
yeah.
for reels, and they're getting 1,000 something.
That's
Wow.
I'm
crazy.
like, but I think it's because they're trying to get people to do the reels, and when it's something new on that platform, they push that algorithm like naturally. So I'm using it. I'm like, oh, get those views, please, because I need them to go onto my YouTube channel.
Right, you direct them to YouTube. All of
Yeah,
them?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely use that. It's like free marketing, you know. Free
It takes
marketing.
time. It does take time, but hey,
Yeah.
man,
It does.
It's worth it.
Consistency.
I think a lot of people do get discouraged if they do see those 10 views. I do sometimes. I would say I would get a little bit discouraged just because I was used to the, like a little bit more engagement.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, oof, it's not even, it's like completely like half of my viewers. So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. But like
Yeah.
I said, if you imagine those people in the same room, if it's just 10 views,
It's a gang of views. I mean,
that's a
gang
lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of people. We
Nice
need more
mindset.
waters in here, you know?
That is true. Yeah.
It is.
It's a party.
It's
in
like
there,
you're
bro.
sitting down just talking to.
Yeah, the
10
audience.
people.
We're the panel. You know, there's that imaginary audience right there.
Yeah.
They're just laughing the whole time.
there has been times where like other videos or other episodes don't do as good as the other ones. It happens though,
Yeah.
you know. But then the other episode right after is like way better, you know.
Yeah.
It happens. It's like a roller coaster, you know. It goes
It's
up
like
and
an
down.
episode on TV. Like there's some
Some
South Park
good
episodes that are way
ones.
better than the other ones. I
Yeah.
don't
The
like watching.
ratings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And
Yeah.
kind of backtracking as far as like on the first question that I had asked you, what was your initial vision? Like, where did you get that idea to do the podcast?
Joe Rogan.
Nah. We're gonna have him on the pod one day.
One day. We'll bring him through. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll call him up.
Call him up real quick,
Call
man.
him up. I got
Like-
that alpha brain, you know? We got him. We got him.
Shit.
I just wanted to shed a little light in the AV, to be honest.
All right, so your initial vision for a podcast, like I'm talking about your like you saw a podcast, you saw somebody with a podcast, like, and you're like, bro, I want to do that.
Oh,
What was your inspiration?
my inspiration, it was quite a few other podcasters
Okay.
that I would listen to a lot, and I would listen and I would watch. Like I was that much of a fan.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and shout out to Lil Brown Boys. They're out in Linwood, and they follow us too. And like we sometimes talk, and the crazy thing, there's other podcasts that are already established.
Yeah, yeah.
Like noticed us,
Like those guys, yeah.
yeah, like okay,
And
cool.
we had like no followers.
We had no followers, and this one time on TikTok, this big already established podcast was on live on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was on our podcast page on TikTok, and I jumped on the live feed, and I was on the chat, and I say, "What's up?" That's all I said.
Hey, what up?
And then the guy's like, "Hey, what's up, man? Shaded Bro, I seen your stuff." I'm like, "Whoa, like, you seen our stuff?" And he's like, "Bro, I'm gonna give you a follow right now." And he told the whole chat to follow us. And I didn't ask that.
Yeah.
I didn't ask that.
You just said what's up.
All I said,
Oh,
"What's
nice.
up?"
Yeah.
And
Shout out to them, bro.
that's that podcast.
A Toast to Life?
A Toast to
A
Life.
toast of life.
Yeah, a Toast to Life. So I try to keep it in where I try to push is the Hispanic culture of ours.
Okay.
Yeah, where I tried to
True.
stick it with the humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the
well,
humor.
It's just the representation that we never
Yeah,
got when we
bro.
were kids.
There it is.
Yeah.
So it's just more like you're like your eyes just want to gravitate, or your ears want to gravitate towards that same lingo that we talk. Like
Yeah.
our slang is different,
Yeah.
Oh.
So if we never saw it as kids, and then we see like a group of like you guys, I saw you guys on
Group of you.
these guys are already friends.
Yeah.
You already know them.
Yeah.
They speak like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're some no sabo guys.
Right?
And yeah, and that's what I saw with the other podcasts,
Yeah.
like other Hispanic, podcasters, and I was like, bro, I would love to have something like that
Ah, okay.
There we
here in
go.
the AV,
All right.
because all these guys are based out there in the Valley, LA area, all of them are doing it big over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like we need something like that here. And I was just like, let's try it out. Let's just see where it goes.
Yeah.
And we're still low key trying it out. Yeah.
We're still, in the
But
process.
it's that effort that you guys are putting in. It's that effort.
Yeah.
So that was your initial
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I wanted that. I wanted to laugh with my boys, have a good time, and yeah, that was it really.
Okay.
That was really
That's dope.
like honest, like it really was.
And you guys are first generation or second?
First.
You guys, I don't know.
It's first.
I'm first.
You just came through.
No. Oh, you're first. I'm second.
Oh, you're second.
Yeah, I'm second.
Second. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no
Okay.
idea. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and yeah. So we're here. We made it.
You made it. Congratulations.
We ain't leaving.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
You made it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
That's cool. Your family's from
Mexico.
and yours?
Yeah, mine's too. Yeah.
What?
One is from Tijuana, right here,
Okay.
next door, and the other one is from Michoacan. But he originally he migrated to Tijuana too, so that's where they met up.
Okay.
And they would go back and forth to the States here,
Okay.
So I would live there too, but I was born out here.
Oh, really? You were living out there?
Yeah,
What? Wait, you
Wait,
I don't wanna
something
spoil
that-
it.
I don't know.
yeah, but I lived there for a little bit. It wasn't for that. It was like for like a year or two.
Okay.
What?
When you were
Yeah.
how old?
I was gotta be no, I was like a year, like months old.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
you weren't born out there though.
No, I wasn't. I was born out
What?
here, and then when my younger brother was born here, we stayed here.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Yes,
about-
sir.
We didn't know. This is the
Now-
first.
now I
This
know.
is the first
Yeah,
for all of us.
also, I'll keep it moving. When I was a kindergarten, I didn't know English.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
That's
I remember you said that
yeah,
one.
so hola. Now I struggle with struggle with Spanish.
We're gonna do this in Spanish now.
No.
Oh
Fuck that.
man.
Hell no, dude. I lost my Spanish, bro.
Completely?
Nah, I could say words. I can have good conversation. I know how to speak it. I just
It's just broken.
when you like you said early in the pod, like when you're talking to somebody that knows it.
Yeah, like fluent.
Oh
they
shit.
can tell.
Yeah, they could.
They'll
say
be
that.
like right away. Yeah, you don't speak Spanish. huh?"
That's what I don't know.
yeah. All right, stop right there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And your family's from? You said Mexico, but
It's a place called Tecolotes. I don't know, like if you know that place.
Tecolotes.
small.
El Ejido Benito Juarez.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
it's
where's the
actually
center?
it's
Close to the border.
it's close to the border. I want to say it's like maybe
Next to
like
Texas,
40 minutes away from Tijuana. So yeah, our
Oh,
parents are
Yeah,
my
pretty
bad. I was thinking
close.
somewhere
Yeah.
else.
okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. They're kind of Americanized though. They're kind of like the northern or Mexico. They have Walmarts and shit. They have like
Yeah.
they're very
Yeah, well,
like
yeah,
Mexican.
that's-
yeah. If you go fucking like to
Yeah.
like I don't know what's
More
the,
deep.
go to death or some shit.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers is like cultured up the ass.
No,
you know?
actually, where they're from, like where my parents is from, it's more like
Yeah.
Pueblo type.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's-
that's
there's
what I
no-
said. Small
Same.
city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
That's what's up. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you? You,
What about you,
you
I was born in Mexico.
okay?
Yeah, yeah, so
What?
I'm literally not even a generation.
You're
Hey, same here, bro.
Yeah, I'm not even a generation.
Oh,
Bro,
shit.
we have so much in common. man.
where at in Mexico? That's crazy.
Morelos.
Morelos.
So that's near Mexico City.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was brought here when I
Sick.
was 3.
Oh,
So I
damn.
literally grew up here, or I was raised here. But I was
You
born there.
came straight here
Yeah.
to the AV.
Yeah.
Isn't that how old you were when you came out
No, I was like 1.
here? Really?
Yeah,
They got
I
you
was
early.
1. I was
You didn't even know.
baby. I didn't know what was going on. They tossed me. Like,
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I grew up. Well, I was brought, or when my parents came here, they moved, or they were in LA. Then they brought me and my sister, and then we moved out to Little Rock because my uncle was already there.
Okay.
So yeah, I grew up literally out in the AV.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Did you ever question like why out here? Like to your
yeah,
parents?
yeah, but they've always told us
fucking
that
cheap.
they didn't want us to grow up in LA.
That's yeah.
You know, because it was already crowded, and my parents already looked at the locations that they couldn't afford
Yeah.
for us to have a
Yeah.
decent living. And of course, they had just been here for 2 years, so it's not like they were gonna
Wow.
have a
Yeah.
nice house and a
I've
nice.
I've always wondered that, like growing up,
Yeah.
because we have family members that live like in Anaheim, Corona, like
They're
places
everywhere.
where there's more things going on.
Yeah.
And then like I'm always like, why did my parents just stay out here? Like
Yeah.
why didn't they just stay
Go
out
with them?
there too?
Yeah, I think it had a lot to do, one, because my uncle already had a location here. And then, of course, my mom's area and my dad's area was also similar to this location where it wasn't crowded. So they weren't used to the crowds either. So coming out here was almost like, oh, this similar lifestyle that we had back in Mexico. And of course, it's cheaper out here as well.
Oh yeah.
No, hell yeah, it is.
Like half the price.
Definitely. It's more than half the price out.
yeah.
That's
It's
true.
crazy out in LA.
yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely not a generation yet. So
It's all good.
I'm still needing my green card.
That's pretty cool. Man.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
interesting.
Yeah, but as far as like when it comes to my position in life, like I always tell kids also that you don't have an excuse
Yeah, you don't.
because
True,
I never
man.
gave myself an excuse.
Bro, that's so freaking
So-
Yeah,
true,
you
man.
don't.
I see these first, second, third, fourth generation Hispanics. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
They ain't doing
Like,
shit.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's true.
You got a
man.
green card. What are you doing? Or you got I don't know, certificate saying that you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I can't even
You
go
have
visit my
resources,
family. You
yeah.
know.
Mhm.
So what are you doing? Like
Damn.
what is your excuse?
Ain't no excuse.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But yeah, no, it's just the limitations are just put on yourselves as far as like what you want to do in
Facts.
life. And no,
That's
it.
true. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I have friends like that too, man. They just like. There's one thing he told me that was kind of messed up. He said, "It's kind of." He said he told me like this straight up. He's like, "It's kind of fucked up when you're 11 years old and you're told that you're never gonna do anything." That's what he said. I'm
Wow.
like, why?
What?
The fuck? What are you talking about, man? He's like, well, it's because I'm not from here. He's like, I don't got I'm limited here, bro.
Yeah.
I could do so much, but this guy has his own house. He has a beautiful wife. He's I don't want to say what he does, but he's making good for himself, and he's like zero generation. It's crazy. It's
I think when you have limitations at a younger age, you start to understand the world a lot more.
mm-hmm.
You know, you start to understand the consequence of not doing nothing. You know, so getting out of high school, that's what I really understood what I was here. Because in high school, you're still getting that free lunch. You're still getting that bus ride.
Yep.
You know, you're still feeling that whole environment that you're in that same category of group.
Yeah.
But after high school, I'm like, okay, I was trying to go to ABC. I couldn't even get the what was it called?
The bog waiver.
Yeah, I couldn't get any waivers. I know
Really?
there's priority
What?
as far as like when
Wait,
you register.
you weren't okay. You say you don't have a green card even. No visa.
Now I have the Dreamers.
Dreamers Act.
So that I have that now, which helps me to
Beautiful.
actually have my business like
shout
a
out to
legitimate
shout out to
business.
Obama.
Right? I have a social security number and a work permit. That's it.
Yeah, that's exactly what my homie has. Yeah.
Yeah, but back then,
It wasn't like
I
that.
didn't have that. You know, like after high school, I didn't have that. So, like I said, I was
That's
going to ABC and I was literally paying out of pocket, and I was doing I was actually crashing the classes where I was going in and hoping that I
Holy
would get
shit.
in because I was always the last person to
You're
choose
not
the
priority.
classes. Yeah, I was in priority.
Yeah.
And
Dang.
literally, I got my degree, but I was getting up
Let's
at
go.
7 in the morning trying to crash whatever class, whatever professor. I didn't care how bad the reviews were. I was just trying to get into that class. But like I said, when you have that struggle, you start to understand, like, if you don't do anything, it's going to be like this forever.
Shit.
So I decided, I'm like, no. For me, I'm like, I could either work with my dad. My dad works in construction. A lot of Hispanics do the labor
Yep.
jobs. It's fine. But in my head, I'm like, I didn't come from a country to do exactly what my parents started to do. So why am I going to do the same thing? I had a guitar, started teaching. I'm like,
Nice.
started establishing myself. Like, you got to go and make your own money. You can't work at McDonald's, can't work at whatever restaurant they're hiring. Go and try and figure it out. And that's how I started this business too, because I had started my guitar teaching lessons via me marketing myself and just establishing my clients. And then when I transitioned, it was just easy because I was already self-employed. You know,
Wow.
like, okay, music to photography, different concepts of creativity, but at least I understand you could at least do it if you actually are willing to put in the work, and that's it.
And I have a question, sorry. And were your like family supporting you the whole way, or how was that?
Yeah. I think everybody in the family already understood from scratch that me and my sister were going to have a harder time, just because like we already saw the struggle when we were wanting to go to college.
That's
just
crazy.
on that aspect, it was just a lot harder. And then of course, when we were wanting to work, we couldn't find work. So it was just more of like, okay, we have to support them in whatever way we can, even if it's just verbal, you know.
Wow.
And then from there, hopefully they establish themselves somewhere. Like I said, if it weren't for the Dreamers or the Dream Act, it would have been a lot harder for me to establish a legitimate business where it's legitimate, where I'm putting taxes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would have still done it, but it wouldn't have been like this.
It
though.
wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah.
And that shit ain't done. You still have to apply for that. Like
Every 2 years?
Yep.
Wow.
I understand that.
Every 2 years, I have to pay $600.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, take
It's
that
like
money.
a renewal type
Yeah,
thing.
it's a renewal.
Yeah.
I've
Wow.
had it. I've renewed it at least 4 times or 5.
Jesus. So
Probably
10 years.
more. Probably more.
But you've always been an entrepreneur, man. Entrepreneur
Moving
mindset.
up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's
man.
no other thing that like I said, the limitations.
Yeah.
Put my, go
Yeah.
get it. You know,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
not, what are you gonna do?
You kind of get pushed to.
It's forced.
Yeah, it's forced
Yeah,
onto
it's
you.
forced.
Like you got to do it. You got to do it for yourself.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
not. It's not like I wanted to. It's just like it was forced on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anything, I'm grateful for it too. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You know, because if not, I would have been comfortable. Maybe I would have been doing average things, just like an average person, because it was already given to me, that type of life. You know, that comfort.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah,
True.
it's just the
True.
struggle of whatever you want to struggle. You just
Yeah.
go over and conquer it, and that's it. You know.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Overcome it,
Yeah,
bro.
overcome
you got
it,
it,
yeah.
bro.
Like you said earlier, no excuse.
Yeah. No excuses.
excuse.
No excuses at all.
Wow.
Yeah, but like what you guys are doing, same thing. You guys have
Pretty much.
jobs. You guys have kids. You guys
Yeah.
are married, and all this
Yeah.
stuff. Like, there's no excuse for not
Actually,
doing
like
something else.
yeah, the space we're getting is where I work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
My boss is hooking it up, bro,
Alright.
because he believes in us.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, man. It's just
It's a warehouse.
it's a warehouse.
It's a
Okay.
warehouse, yeah.
Yeah, a little warehouse, family owned, but yeah, man. He's like, hey, bro, just fix it up however you want.
All right. And you guys
Yeah.
are just doing the maintenance right now.
Still pretty much.
Still pretty much. It was thrashed, bro.
It was
It was
used.
dirty.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, but I saw the potential.
Okay.
You know, I saw the vision, and I was like, yeah, man, I see the potential in here. I'm gonna look around the room, you know.
Yeah. You guys just cleared it out.
Clean it up, tearing off the carpet, you know.
I guess you could say we kind of flipped it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're flipping it. Yeah,
Like day by day, or is it like you guys have a day where you guys are like, or we're gonna get together?
wherever we have free time.
Like whoever.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's mostly me because I'm already there. That's why I
Okay.
work. So like
There.
after work, I take like an hour or two just to do something, you know. Yeah.
What's the deadline as far as like when you guys are gonna start using it?
Shoot, man.
I want to go to that grand opening. Put that on my calendar.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know.
Put ribbons outside, balloons.
Have the mayor-
the scissors, the big oversized scissors.
The mayor come by.
Right.
Damn, I don't know, bro. Like as soon as possible, to be honest. I didn't really put no deadline, but just as soon as possible. Yeah, the sooner the better.
What do you guys need so far? Is it just a little bit of like paint or?
We already painted
the
the
paint.
walls.
We did that.
We
Yeah.
have a couch now.
All right.
Get a couch.
We have like a.
It was kind of already there.
It was already there. It was given to us.
Yeah.
Reclines. So
Nice.
hopefully these guys don't fall asleep while we're recording.
We might.
It's next to a liquor store, so shit, I might. All we need
see.
really is the flooring done, and then just the equipment there.
Really.
Maybe decor. We want to
Just
make it look
got
cool.
Some decor, yeah.
Maybe hang out a cool Les Paul or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
just got
Sound
a coffee table thing.
All right.
Just got one.
All right.
2 of them actually.
There you go.
Yeah, Altoid built this one for me.
There you go.
Whoa.
Oh wow!
And that couch.
You
And
built
that
this?
couch.
You built this?
From
Damn.
scratch.
No way!
Where'd you learn how to poster,
Nah,
dog?
that's just-
Bro.
no, I got it at IKEA. He just.
Oh, I was like,
wow.
Oh, you had me
I'm over
going,
here
bro.
touching it. I'm like feeling it.
I was like super
This is the
impressed.
material right
I was like, hey, let me get your number, bro.
Recycled shirts over here.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Recycled.
But you really built this, or were you kidding about
No,
that one
that's
too?
from IKEA. Yeah, well, you actually built it.
Oh, hey, you look like a handyman.
Oh,
That
you
part's
oh, I get it. Okay, you're right. No, that's good shit, man.
It's sturdy, you know.
It's well built.
It's sturdy. It holds up.
For real. IKEA, shout out IKEA.
There you go.
Hey.
But yeah, we're just missing that, and
Yeah,
flooring,
man.
and we good to
And
go.
then putting up our equipment and decorate. Pretty much
And
it.
maybe
we got a
just
TV
like-
in there now too.
Just like a couple more seating areas,
Oh,
like
yeah.
like chairs, extra chairs.
Are you guys gonna do
But-
the table thing, or are you guys gonna do something casual?
Ooh, I don't know.
The coffee table. You
Okay.
know, hook them up on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I like this. I like the stands.
Yeah, this is.
you
This
could
is
definitely
nice.
do the same thing with the coffee
True.
table. The same, because I have it like this with the long table.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it was just a different setup because this is the most amount of guests that I've had on this
Oh,
podcast.
okay.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, all right, what
Make
could
it
I
look
do?
nice.
And then I was literally engineering everything
Sick.
before you guys got here.
Came out great,
Wow.
if you ask me.
Yeah, it's really
It
nice.
took me a minute.
That's
I
what's
had
up.
a big ass heavy table in the middle. I'm like, bro, this is heavy. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, there was a table in the room where we
Oh
chopped
my
up and threw it out.
That
Huh?
shit was-
It was humongous and heavy, bro.
It was like built in the 90s, bro. Like,
Okay.
this shit was indestructible. Like it was,
Yeah, it was
that
like
quality
this
wood
thick of wood.
right there.
and we messed it up.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to like have all this set up? If you don't mind me asking.
little by little, because the thing is that, like you guys, I have people that come through and help out. You know, that's the thing that I'm grateful for too. That I've already had the space as far as like for the headshots and, you know, to do pictures. I do pictures in the other room as well.
Nice.
And I was kind of doing this very slowly because how busy I am when it comes to the actual work that I get. So I'm in here a lot, but it's not like I'm in here just with free time. So I had someone come and do the paint in here, you know, while I was doing training out in the other room. And then my friend Danny, he does his podcast in here, and I've known him for a minute. So he's like, bro, whenever you need something, hit me up. So
gotcha.
he's the one that put the sound panels for me.
Wow.
wow.
And then he put the TV up for me too.
What?
Nice.
But that's what I mean. It's one of those things that's a give and take. When people see what you're doing, you know, they want to be a part of it in some
Exactly.
sort of way.
Yeah.
That they're just willing to give you a hand, you know, and I think that's
Yes.
very important.
Well, that's how us
What's
happened.
going on right now
Yeah,
with us?
yeah. And I think that's something that people need to understand, that if you do something at least out of the that's not ordinary, that people are gonna admire it.
Yeah.
You know? And they're just gonna be like, bro, I just wanna be around that too.
True.
And
Yeah.
what do you need and what this and this and that. Same thing with the couch and the coffee table. Like, I'm busy. Like, bro, I don't have time to build a look at the instruction from IKEA.
Yeah.
Like, I have stuff to do, I have stuff to edit. And then I met Altoid about two years ago randomly, just like, because I do real estate photography. So I did a house in front of his house. He was in his car. He came out like, yo, he introduced himself. Literally, I left. I'm like, oh yeah, I met some other person. I always meet people on the street.
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, same house, they flipped it. I saw him in the same location, started talking. Didn't get his contact. I didn't give him my contact. I'm like, all right, it was nice seeing him again. A year later, same spot, different house.
Let's
See
go.
him in the same spot. He comes
It
out.
was destiny.
Like, we're just talking.
It was destiny.
It wasn't until the fourth time because we met again.
You sold 4 houses.
no.
Four
Right
times.
You sold
Right?
4 houses before you.
It wasn't until the
Oh, you
fourth
again.
time
That's funny.
that I had already told the story to my employees or my photographers and my videographer that they were with me at the time. And I would always tell them about the story, like, bro, I always see this guy. He's always in his car and he's always chilling.
It was meant.
And literally
Man.
gave him the whole scoop. And I was, I don't know if you saw my SUV in the back. You know, it's black and I had the hood up. So he didn't see me, but he saw my photographer, Jordan. And he was like, what's up, man? And da-da-da-da. And he literally, my friend Jordan, or my photographer Jordan, recognized him not on his name, not on his face, literally on the story
That's
that there's a guy in his
crazy.
car that hangs out around that neighborhood. And then he's like, bro, you're the guy.
That's-
Literally, he's like, you're the guy. And from there, he came through and was like, bro, what's up? And we just, like, from there, I'm like, okay, I have a spot now. I have a studio. And he's like, bro, I want to record there. And could I check it out? And I also want to do a podcast. I'm like, yeah, man, just come through.
Let's
Here's my
go.
number. And then, like I said, I did something as far as like from scratch, and I have stuff to do in the studio. I had boxes. These boxes were still in the IKEA boxes out in the front.
Oh,
And he's like, bro, let me build it for you. I'm like, say no more. Say no more.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I'll come through in an hour, or I'll come back in an hour with tools and
Let's get it.
bring a friend. And I'm like, have at it. You know, have at it. He did this, that, and then the drawer behind you guys.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Good
but like I
shit,
said,
bro.
it's just more of just that idea of like if you do something, people
Yeah.
are willing to help.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
shout out
true.
Altoy.
right.
Damn,
you're
that's,
right.
That's what are the odds?
Right. What
No,
about
but like
that's
you
pretty
said,
cool. That's a cool story.
They do gravitate. That's
Yeah.
that's on anything, bro. You're right. Now that I think about like the projects I've done, people just out of nowhere like, oh shit, you know what you like? I don't know. Just people just I don't know why people want to hang out, but they do. Or
I think it's the idea that we always see the negative in people that we forget that there are good people.
Oh yeah.
damn, yeah,
Yep.
That's all that's pushed right now. Like everything that's negative, it's pushed.
That's
So we automatically just in our heads, like consciously or self-consciously, we're like, oh, no one's gonna help me out because this is how the world works. Everyone's selfish. Which, yes, there are selfish
majority,
people. There
man.
are bad people, but I wouldn't say majority.
really.
I would say majority are good, but we just don't see it because that's not what we're
Oh, I
taught.
see what you're saying. Yeah,
Nah, yeah, yeah. People,
True.
they don't necessarily bring it out.
Yeah,
You know, I
No, it's
see it.
true.
Yeah,
That's true. Well said.
yeah, but like I said, it's just took me right now. I would say I'm still doing more to it.
Yeah.
Like it's not even completely done the way that I want to do it yet. I have
I
another
think it's
room
great.
that you guys haven't seen yet. I'm gonna make it into another podcasting room.
Wow.
I still need to paint it. I still need to decorate it. I need to figure out the decor in it. Like I said, I started this out of a necessity that I wanted just to do it out of getting myself out of an uncomfortable location that I was like, put yourself in there and understand it so that way you could sell it and that way you could direct it. So I did it and now I have this and now I'm like, okay, now people are asking me, could I rent your space? Yes. I have this space rented out, but it's kind of like already kind of like paying itself off the location.
Oh, that's nice.
But I see more from the location. So I'm like, okay, let me make the other room too. That way they have options now.
Nice.
And then, yeah, I'm using it for photo shoots, the other room as well. But let me see if it could be more mobile, where I
Yeah.
could just take stuff out and then put whatever I need for the photo shoot. I have another space for the photo shoots as well.
Nice.
So it's just more of, I don't like wasting time. Like you're saying, like you edit at work or you edit when you can. It's just more of just like, what are you doing on your free time? That's all it really is. Yeah, it's making me money now, but it's not about the money. I just want it to be better. Like I want everything to be better.
yeah. Damn, bro. That's
There you go.
Yeah.
There's that spark.
he's inspiring me
There
right
you
now,
go.
bro.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but same. I saw you guys. I'm like, bro, I
Yeah.
gotta bring them in. Like,
Damn,
you
bro.
don't see,
I love this.
you don't
I love
see it. You know, you don't see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like I saw you guys. I'm like, bro, right away related.
yeah,
Related.
yeah, yeah.
That's it. Same thing with Altoid, related. Just
Yeah.
met him a couple times. We said what's up a couple times. Hung out maybe
that's
once.
A couple of times, bro.
Yeah, but literally it was just so random. It was so random. Every time he was same spot, same location, different hours, different dates, different years.
Yeah.
This is dope.
Different
bro.
years. And then from there, I'm like, okay, come through. He comes through. He writes here. He records here. He does his podcast here. But whenever I need something too, he does it like automatically. Like, hey, bro, let me do it for you. I'm like, all right, cool. That's what it is. You know, you have to support one another.
Man. No, it's true.
That's insane.
Hell
That's dope.
yeah, bro. Dang, that's amazing. Like how you guys met. Like I'm still blown away. I'm still thinking about that right now. Like, yeah, you sure you weren't following him?
Right?
He's like, looking at who's going that house.
Yeah, literally. In front of his house. In front of his house.
Oh,
Yeah, in front of his house. Yeah.
dang,
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time I didn't even think about the location that I was in because everything out here in the AB looks similar.
Yeah.
So I wasn't thinking like, oh, he's gonna be right there or whatever. Literally finished what I was doing with my team that day. I was still training them, so I was really focused on them. And then I walked out, started putting equipment away. My photographer started walking towards his car. I guess he parked near his house, and that's where they saw each other. And then I'm like, hey, bro, once again, 4 times the charm, that kind of thing.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
a small
crazy.
town though. It's a small town.
really?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
it's a
is.
small town.
It is. It is, bro. Dang.
Man.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm happy that you guys came through. I'm happy that you guys are actually doing what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 100% supporting
Hell
anything
yeah.
that you guys
we'll
do.
be supporting you
Same.
too, bro.
Anything you guys
Of course.
announce, let
Yes.
me know. I'll announce it on my podcast as
Let's
well.
go.
Let's do it, bro.
I have to collab anytime that you guys want me to come through, I'll come through. Anytime you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
need my space, let me know. I'll let you
What?
use this
Wow.
location too if you guys need
Let's
it.
go.
Wow, thank you.
So, my support on anything creative, which you guys are doing, anything that isn't, well, I'm not going to say I'm going to support anybody because anybody or everybody wants this, but they don't work for it.
Yeah.
I see you guys are putting effort for yourself. So if I see it in you guys, I'm like, bro, just come through whenever,
Appreciate that, man.
equipment's here, cameras are here,
Wow.
bring your guests and there
Teach
you
me,
go.
bro. Teach
Right?
me using
No, for
it.
sure. I'll definitely let you know if you guys need to know the type of equipment that I use. Because like I said, the podcast is already being cooked as we speak.
Bro,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
need to
pick
know
your
that.
brain,
That
bro.
is dope.
I need to know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be editing as far as like the audio. I mixed it already beforehand. The camera angles, I have Altoid in the back, just doing the switches and everything.
Yeah.
But everything's already being cooked. Where I'm just gonna do maybe a little bit of tweaking when it comes to the saturation or contrast, but very minimal stuff.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll do a little bit of mixing as far as like the EQ on the audio, but nothing too big. And then I'll just cut it, for the reels, and that's it. But as far as like me having to go and syncing everything, nah, I'm not doing that. I did it a couple of times. I did it at like 6-7 episodes, and
Nah.
bro, it takes forever. I'm like, geez, I had 3 camera angles then too.
Oh,
I was
shit,
like,
that
was
was-
a lot of
wow,
memory.
I
That was
get
a
it.
lot of memory. I was like, Jesus. I'm like, all right, well, I have to figure this out because if not, this is gonna cost me money.
Facts.
Teach me, bro. Teach me.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever you guys need anything,
Hell yeah, man.
yeah, equipment, advice on programs, location. I'm here for you guys.
Awesome,
now.
bro.
So,
Oh, yeah,
Appreciate
bro.
that,
We're
man.
here for you too,
Yeah,
bro.
for
If
sure.
anything, bro, like if there's anything we can.
yeah, for sure.
you
I'll
want
bring
it-
another couch.
If you want to invite us again, we'll hop on again, bro.
We'll come through.
Right. I'll
Yeah,
bring
bro.
another couch. Don't worry about it. I got you guys.
Let's get it.
Yeah,
I think
man.
he likes the chair.
Dude, this chair is awesome.
Yeah.
man.
These
You
chairs
built this
are
one
the
or
one-
no?
I built this chair. These are pretty simple. They were just the 4 legs and put the screws in. There you go.
Let's go.
I mean, compared to the chairs that we have,
Shit, we got some steel, like,
some steel folding
wrestling
chairs.
chairs.
Yeah, like-
hey, man, they were good. They were good.
As long as you can sit on them,
Come on,
as long as
yeah.
they're fine, you're good.
Yeah.
Well, things are getting better for us too. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
we're
Moving on up.
moving. We're
Yeah,
moving. We're
yeah.
moving, bro.
Well, all of this took years.
Yeah.
it didn't come.
I can
months or
imagine,
whatever.
bro.
It took
Like-
years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it took a lot of hard work and a lot of work that I didn't even want to do too, to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
And that's something that other people need to understand. It's like, yes, it's cool what I do now, but it's almost like I'm already built it to the point where you want it to be built already, but you didn't see the background as far as
Yeah.
like how I came
journey.
about and how much struggles
Yeah.
and the commitment and
The hours, bro.
the hours and the people I couldn't hang out with, the girls that I had to let go, the arguments,
Oh, poor
and
girls.
poor girls, right? Pobrecitas. I'm so sorry.
For real.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of that stuff that people
Wow.
don't get. This years in the making, and to be honest with you, I'm not even close to being done.
Damn.
You know, I have this space, but it's nothing right now for me. You know, because I see it every day. Now I'm more thinking, I'm like, how can I make this better, bigger?
You're already expanding on. You said you want the bottom floor too. Shit.
Actually, the bottom I'm gonna start renting out.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna rent out the offices because the people downstairs are leaving, and the cost as far as like within the studio right now, it's paying itself. But I'm always thinking money as far as like, okay, do I need it or do I want the space downstairs? And I just want it. I don't need it.
Let's go.
Until I need it, then I'll put myself into that 100% commitment. How could I need it so I can make me money? This is making me money. Yeah, it's a cool space and everything, but it's making me money. It's not just I have it to have it, you know?
Yeah, of course. Nice.
Hey, bro.
There you go.
Yeah. Little by little.
We'll be there one day too,
We'll get
guys.
No, definitely. You guys just keep doing it like you guys are.
I tried to do, and I tried to show people. I want to show the process of our podcast too, because we started from nothing, and I want to show the process and show the progression of our podcast, especially in our videos too. You see the mics we're using on the table, the setup, and everything, and then later on one day you're gonna see something new added, you know. And I want to show that that part, you know. I want the people to see like, oh, I could do it too.
I think you guys are doing it already, just because you already started with your audio, and then you stared talking about how bad the audio was, and then you went to the visuals, and then now you're getting a second angle, and then like at some point you guys are going to invest in a DSLR, and then the quality within itself is just going to just make it look like you guys are growing.
Some soft boxes.
Yes, soft boxes, better mics, better stands, whatever it is that you guys do have, it's definitely going to, visually, people are going to see it and notice it. And also the audio too and all that stuff. So you guys are definitely doing it. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man.
No, it was cool, man. I'm glad that you guys came through.
Thank you for having us.
I saw your truck and inspired me to work on it, you know?
Yeah, when you pulled up, he's like, whoa.
Yeah,
I bought it.
I bought it for my business.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, I was like, bro, I need to work there. I'm like, start applying. Yeah, that truck.
She's shiny.
Yeah. It looks new. It looks shiny.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, any last words as far as like anything that you would want to like convey to anybody that wants to start something, not just podcasting, that maybe something that you guys want to convey to someone that you would have wanted to have said something when you were at a certain age, you know?
Just like, we'll start with whatever you have. You do have the tools, especially now with social media. It's easier than ever before, especially when you and I were growing up, you know, because we're a little bit older. It's a different world now. Advertising is free now, basically. If it's video content or music or whatever it may be, a side hustle, whatever, you can do it. Sometimes there could be your own family members or people close to you that can doubt, that can be doubtful. But it just comes down to proving them wrong. Because like you said earlier, people gravitate when they see the work. And once you put in the work, you're going to see the change of heart in people. So.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
Isaiah?
Yeah.
All right,
Isaiah.
I got it.
You want to say something to the people?
Well, I mean, like more of like, I would say like invest your time, because time is something that you'll never get back. And money comes and goes. Money can be used in many forms and ways, but time is something very essential. And once you invest all your time in something that you really want to build, it's all going to work out for you at the end, because you're not going to end up finding yourself later on in life being like, man, I should have used up this time to do this. Or I should have used up this to do this. Now look at me, I'm getting older. I feel like I can't go back and do this. Like, no, if you're young and you're motivated, you have the idea, use that time that you have. And like how you said, we all have the same amount of time. It's only on how you use it, you know.
There you
But
go.
there you go.
Well said.
Okay. The only thing I'm gonna say,
Anthony.
sorry,
The serious one.
just get up, bro. Just get out, do something. Like it doesn't matter what it is. You're 18, you're at a high school. You apply to McDonald's, dude. Who gives a shit? Like no one cares. Just do whatever makes you happy. Be respectful to people. And not only like have a goal, but if someone has a goal around you, let's say your homie has something, encourage that dude. Encourage your brother.
Oh, yeah.
Encourage your whoever at any age. Who gives a shit? Be good. Like I think that's the best thing we could do for ourselves anyway. Like I can't control what you do, but I could control what I could do, and hopefully that inspires or like makes you like into a better person, or maybe you could react to me in a positive way if I'm acting good, you know, or whatever. I could control me. That's it. Me only.
So motivated.
Yeah.
So motivated.
Yeah, dude. Just get up, bro.
Yeah.
Dig it. I dig it.
Getting up. Just get up.
Get up. That's all I do.
Any shout outs as far as like anything coming up for your podcast or anything that you would want people to know so that we could announce it?
New space coming soon. You
All
know,
right.
like I said, 2023. You know, just started. You know, we're just a few days in 2023. Just feature guests. You know, just the door's wide open now. You know, we're gonna have a bunch of people in. You know, probably have you in, Altoy over
Altoy
here
can
too.
join.
You know,
Hey.
I want to hear his stories too.
yeah.
There
See,
you go.
like I'm motivated on that. I'm really hyped. I know Anthony told me earlier, like I'm super excited about having people on to the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm excited too.
That's
you know?
be sick, dude.
And big things like I'm excited, but mostly I try to keep myself on check. You know, most importantly, it's just a thing where I keep myself in check, keep myself in humble mindset, and always remember like where we started, what is the journey, what is the process, you know, and remember where all that, and that's us right now. Follow us on our social medias.
Shit, Brown.
Shader Brown Pod, TikTok and Instagram, YouTube, all the platforms of podcasts like Apple Music, Spotify, all those. We're your preferred, whatever you prefer. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, it was nice meeting you guys. You know,
Thanks for
Nice
having
meeting
us,
you
man.
too,
hopefully
man.
we could do it again.
Hell yeah.
If there, like I said, if you guys have any other events coming through, just let me know. Call me up, text me, DM me, whatever.
For sure, bro.
And then I'll definitely, you know, give you guys a shout out, you know, and then that way I could support you guys with, if you guys aren't around, you know, I could do it on my platform and, you
Bro,
know,
I'm super hyped.
yeah,
Bro.
just keep going. You know,
Hell
like I
yeah.
said, just keep going, keep at it. And like you said, keep it real.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys on the next one.